Ladies and gentlemen, I've traveled over half our continent to be here tonight. I couldn't get away sooner because my new podcast was uploading at Coyote Hills and I had to see about it. That pod is now flowing at 2,000 episodes per week, so ladies and gentlemen, if I say I'm a pod man, you will agree.
We're wasting time!
What's your offer?
Now you have a great chance here, but bear in mind you can lose it all if you're not careful. I do my own casting, and the brothers that work for me, and they don't weigh anything. I make it my business to be there and to see their work. I don't lose my files and spend months restoring them. I don't botch the export and let artifacts seep into the data and ruin the whole show. I have business connections, so I can get the cables for the microphones. Such things go by friendship in this industry. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what the others promise to do, when it comes to the showdown, they won't be there.
I do not trust this man.
Everyone, stop shouting!
I'm yelling, but I'm mad about another thing.
I think we should start the show!
Yeah, play the theme music.
This is what it sounds like when we do a podcast. We're currently doing one. This is the North American Friends Movie Club, and you might notice something about the name of our show. And that's Friends comes before Movie Club, because it's more important to us. So I gotta ask my two little milkshakes. How are we doing?
I missed you.
We haven't seen each other in a fortnight.
It has been a fortnight. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We just couldn't get it together, could we?
Well, there was a bird attack.
There was a bird attack, and then there was a day where I dreamt I was flying a spaceship, and so every time my alarm went off, I thought the map of the spaceship was giving me an update, and so I just slept straight through it. I just kept sleeping.
That's just great stuff right there.
That's an excused absence, is what that is.
I didn't feel as bad as I normally would because I was flying a spaceship. You know, there's a lot of pressure on me at that moment.
While we were waiting for you to show up, I was telling Kate about my nightmare I had where I was a student in university and I had to write 2 exams and I had to study for the exams. Meanwhile, you're fucking rip-roaring.
I'm flying a spaceship going to see Space Babes.
Can we write a movie called Space Babes?
I'd love to write a movie called Space Babes.
Oh, they'd be so
That might
good-looking.
be all I need to do my next script, Kate, is just the phrase Space Babes.
It's a busty busty adventure.
A busty Space Babes, a busty adventure.
When they're describing like the planet, like how they say like, Mars is arid and dry. They'd be like, this was busty, voluptuous. Bouncy.
That goes into what I wanted to update you guys on. I saw something very funny and I love it. And I think we should all start doing it. And I don't know what it's called. It's called like radical feminism, to be kind of an asshole. And what you do is you use like gendered stuff to men as a woman. So like, you say men are male firemen, male policemen, because you know how some people always say like female and then the occupation?
I hear a lot of female doctor, like she's a female doctor.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit.
It's not me. I'm just saying.
I know. I get irritated about this stuff the same way I get irritated when people, for no reason, say what the person's race is. Like, it was a black man. Well, okay.
They would say it where they wouldn't say it was if it was just 2 white guys.
Yeah, if it was just a white person, it would just be a man.
Yeah.
There is a trans member of Congress, and the disgusting Republican pigs keep trying to misgender her. And so she just doesn't respond to it. She just misgenders them. And I think that's like honestly the fucking best, most perfect response is just like to call them ma'am, and it gets them so much more upset than it gets her. So shout out to her.
I think it's time we fight back. And I think we fight back culturally because fuck these fucking Nazis. These fascists nationalist assholes who think that they are just going to come into America. They are America. They are cancer. And I don't want to get on a rant here, but I mean, what has happened in America is exactly what could have been predicted. And so now we are at the turning point of how this nation actually is America, because I feel such a loss of patriotism personally. I considered myself such a patriot, and this whole Trump stuff, ever since 2016, it's been really hard for me, and I think it's hard for a lot of people. But fuck that. I'm not going to let these racist, misogynistic, weird, mentally ill,
losers,
very sick, needing healing losers. I'm not going to let them tell me what my community is about. And America is my community. So, let's go.
Brent, I'm 100% gonna play some West Wing ass music underneath that.
Oh, I was crossing a large river.
I feel very strongly about that.
You should.
My lineage goes back to, I could be a daughter of the American Revolution. Like I go all the way back. Like my actual great grandfather fought in the Civil War. And I feel like there are certain things that the people that fought for freedom were fighting for. And one of them was freedom from fucking a religion. That was a major one that people were fighting for.
Fuck yeah.
Your great grandfather was fighting, so one day you could be on a podcast on the Riverside app with a handle called Paul Titties Anderson.
It's literally people fought and died for it. The soil of Virginia is fertilized with the blood of the people that fought for Kate to call herself Paul Titties Anderson.
I think they would be proud. I think they would be very impressed and think that I was the wealthiest person they've ever met.
Hell yeah. You ever get saluted by a skeleton? Because you're about to.
Ooh. Dude, that's fucking cool. That's a cool idea. Wouldn't that be nice if the people that were dead could come back and like talk to you?
Yeah.
All that shit's bullshit. I don't think that's real.
That's terrifying.
Hereditary.
Oh.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
Do you guys remember when she cut up her own head?
Do you guys realize that we bring up her cutting off her own head at least once every 3 or 4 episodes?
It's like affected the rest of my life for sure. For sure.
Every time. We bring it up more than anybody brings it up.
That movie was deeply disturbing.
Like,
that was like...
Chippendale didn't really change me, but I think Hereditary changed me in certain ways.
Chippendale, yeah, that didn't change me either.
It kind of changed me a little bit because I really liked the animation of it.
Well, you also liked Roger Rabbit too.
Who, me?
Didn't you like Roger Rabbit?
I think we gave it a perfect
Who
score.
didn't like Roger Rabbit?
Close to it.
I don't think it was perfect. I think we haven't given a perfect score in quite a while.
Maybe Singing in the Rain it was close, but not quite. Something was not right.
It was Brent.
No, it was Kate. Kate fucking shit on it.
Was it me? No, it was me. It's because I couldn't give... I don't know.
That's a perfect example, though, of how things work on this show is... Kate went, and here's a little behind the thing, seeing little tidbit. When we're reading the intro to the episode, the script, we were reading a part and it was quiet for like 5 seconds and Kate goes, Brent? And I was like, no, it's your turn. And she had to scroll down so she couldn't see her part. So this is just 2 examples in 10 minutes of how I get blamed for things.
You're an easy mark.
I really am. Because I get worked up and I get a reaction.
It's fun to get you pissed.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, it's not. That I would be so annoyed if I was you.
No, don't tell him that.
You're doing it. You're doing it right now. Because in my head I'm like, you know what? I should be more annoyed.
No, don't be. It's all a good jest. It comes from a good place. How are you though? How are you? Yes.
I'm
Tell
good.
the people how you've been.
Completely beat pneumonia. Totally off that wagon. That's done and in the past. That's done and
Still
dusted.
dropping bags?
No, gave up on the bag. Listen, I'm not going to acclimate my body to expect the bags.
Smart.
The bags only come out when they need to come out.
Don't want to build up a tolerance.
I'll drink regular tea, like orange pico, but I'm not breaking out the Eastern stuff until I need it.
That's what people should do with caffeine, and they don't do it with caffeine. People just drink caffeine, and then you don't ever feel caffeine. But if you take breaks from caffeine, you can get high from caffeine. Just like you can tea. Not high.
Is this coming from the lady that like does multiple mixtures of stuff when she's at the store?
I don't drink caffeine nearly as much now that I'm off the wagon.
Okay. You were using caffeine to replace the wagon drinks. Got you. Okay. I'm good.
Sorry.
Other than no, it's fine. I acclimated. Speaking of acclimating, I acclimated most about the cooling pillows. Do you ever see those pillows that are cold?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are the owners of cooling pillows, and my head quickly adapted to this cooling pillow, and now I can't sleep on anything unless it's a cooling pillow.
You sleep on a normal pillow and it feels like lava.
It feels like those hot rocks lizards lay out on.
Brent's ear is hot. He is cranky.
How does the pillow be cool?
I don't ask questions.
Okay.
I don't question the science.
It's NASA.
All I know
it's
is
NASA
I touch
science.
it and it's cold and it stays cold.
I
Like
want a
the
cold pillow.
the earmuffs I had for my headset for my Xbox, they were cooling, but now they don't cool anymore. But the pillow still cools. And now that I have long hair, I need the cooling of it.
Hair gets in the way when you're sleeping. If you have
Yeah. I know I have a bad sleep when I wake up and my hair is just everywhere now.
Yeah.
And I can't stop playing. Here's the problem with long hair. I'm not used to having the curls come out the back. So I'm playing with them a lot. And when I'm driving, literally most of my time is spent looking in the rearview mirror at my hair.
Sure.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's become. I'm
love
going
it.
to call.
It's kinda
I'm going to
cute.
cause an accident. It is really good.
You only have a few more years until you doing that. It looks like you can't have that haircut anymore.
Oh, Melissa thinks that time has passed.
Yeah,
She doesn't like
it's
it.
already happened.
Yeah, she thinks I'm the crypt keeper, and it's going to look like that. She feels like that's going to pass, but she knows that this is a midlife crisis. She knows that I have a life-altering foot condition, and it's my last kick at the cat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I know I'm pushing it. I know when I look in the mirror, like 10 years ago, this should have been the hair. But now I know, and this is my last chance to do it without looking totally ridiculous. So I have to do it until I get pissed off in the summer when it's too hot.
That's the way I feel about my long hair too. Like I'm just waiting for me to cut it short again because I loved having short hair, but I also really love having long hair now.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a haircut that lets me go short on the sides, long on top, but I haven't found the right one yet. But for sporting purposes, I want to be more aerodynamic.
I think you should get into French braids, Nate. I'm being sincere.
I know. Listen, my hair looks amazing when my friend Kim braids it for me. It looks great.
Yeah, you should learn. You should. It's a fun thing to do for yourself is to teach yourself how to do a French braid. I have found, and then you can always do it, and you're like a fucking Viking.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds so
Yeah, I kind of want to be a Viking.
I put a bead in it and a bone.
I really want to do
There
a
you go.
bead in the hair before I cut my hair.
Do it, Nate.
Yeah,
That's
I really
freaking cool.
I'll soak a chicken drumstick in like vinegar so all the meat falls off. And then just tie it up in your hair. That's what I want to do. Jeremy's got long hair now too.
How long is
And
his?
His is a bit longer than mine, and
Mm-hmm.
it's annoying me. It's frustrating me because now he puts it into a ponytail at the top and like at the back, and then I want to do that so bad. But I don't know if I told you guys, but every time I even like pull my hair back to look like a ponytail, Melissa just like makes a noise.
Is that good when your wife goes, "Bah!"
Yeah, she makes
barfs.
like a noise like like she's like like she's found a rat in her food or something.
Well, it might not look good on you, but
It doesn't. I don't think it looks that great on me. But this is, like I said, it's my last chance at it, and I got to do it just to say I did it.
this
And
reminds
it's a
me.
midlife crisis thing.
Well, but it's okay. Like you do it. Nick and I were at dinner Wednesday, and we saw this guy who had pulled his hair into a ponytail on the top and tried to make a little bun, and it was the tightest, tiniest.
Yeah. He was pushing it. Yeah. Starting a little early.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to take like 4 people to put my hair into a bun. I can't wait.
Someone's going to have to put their fucking foot between your shoulder blades.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting
Exactly.
for. And I'm going to say, well, it's either that or I can do heroin with strippers. So we'll take it the long hair.
Long hair's better in that case, Bren. I agree.
Yeah, there's a spectrum between that. But I respect your.
No, but you know me. You know how every couple of years there's a new cool group. Like we went through the tattooers that they got popular. No, it was really but crypto guys are annoying. You know that.
Yeah.
No, who's really annoying, and they might take offense to this. Guitar guys.
Oh no, I'm completely on your side. I've moved away from the guitar because guys ruined the guitar so much.
They ruined it.
Exactly. But these people talked about a guitar like it's this fucking mystical beast object that no one
Easiest instrument.
And they always talk about like, oh, this is a raw sounding high endy. It's not like picky. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like
it sounds
wine.
like every other thing. It's like, you plug it into a machine. The machine does all the work. Shut up. Don't give me that. And I got really mad over a guy talking about the guitar.
Did you see that on the internet or were you somewhere?
It was on the internet. Yeah, I don't go out. It was on the internet.
Yes, you did. You went to the store the other day.
What store? Oh, well, I have to eat.
Well, you don't have to go to the grocery store. You can have someone else go.
No.
I was really happy to hear you left the house, Brent.
I left the house today as well.
Don't you take a walk every day too?
I leave the house every day, yeah. But
Okay.
my choice is to stay home and not do social things.
Fair.
Like my friends went golfing. They said, you just sit in the car and drive.
Fuck that.
I'm like, that's
That
annoying.
sucks.
That's boring. And that just makes me, they're like, but it gets you out. I'm like, no, it makes me feel worse about myself.
Because you can't golf?
Yeah, I can only just like.
Well, can't you ride and hit when you want to? That's what I would do. To me, that sounds perfect.
It would drive me
probably
crazy.
how I already pick.
It would drive me crazy because I would want to play so bad. It's like my cousin told me I should be a baseball coach. I'm like, no, I get coached. I'm the baseball player.
Yeah. That's why I had to stop coaching football because I wanted to hit the kids.
I don't understand. But if your foot, does it hurt all the time or does it hurt all the time?
It hurts all the time, but I'm used to all the time pain. It's if I do stuff to flare it up, like walking on especially soft surfaces like grass, especially like
undulating
grass.
Undulating grass. If you had like a card, one of your weaknesses would be undulating grass.
Yeah, exactly. That people would play it against me. They would play like a lawn against me.
What if you got one of those golf carts that people drive when they're paralyzed? And you don't have to walk, and you just drive up and you swing out.
Stephen
and you
Hawking's
still
golf.
Play. Have you seen it? It's
Did
cool.
you see that shot? What a shot. No, I'm not doing any of that. No, I'm not doing
Looks like
anything
you're taking a trip to the beach.
Bring a towel. No, anything that makes me feel different, I don't want to do. It's not worth it. I made a turkey for Easter, which required me to be up and moving for hours, and I was in bed for 2.5 days.
Did you call it a bird though while you were preparing it? Were you like time to prepare the bird?
Yeah, you got to. Yeah. But I say dress the bird.
Dress the bird. Like, time to dress the bird.
Fix it all up. Yeah. I smack it and I give it a name. What else was I going to say? Yeah, guitar guys and the guitar guys. The thing again, like they bring the guitar to a party because it's their hobby and they like to. I'm sure if I did that, but I'm like,
I like it when people do that. I like when people bring a guitar to a party.
No,
there should be live music.
It's a big assumption to make. Like, what happens if I'm really into birds and I like?
I don't know. I grew up in a family that always had a guitar. Like my uncle always had his guitar, and now Ted, my brother-in-law, always has his guitar because that's his hobby and he likes to play it. And I don't know.
Okay, well, my hobby is large birds. I like to have my large bird out.
Just wearing your glove to the party and everyone knows another guest is about to join us.
Yeah, and they have the big falcon. It has that little hat on to keep them calm.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that too.
No, you wouldn't. No, not until it got into the dip, and the dip was everywhere. You wouldn't like that.
Well, why don't you have control of your fucking animal?
I don't know. Why don't these people have control of fucking guitars?
I was thinking, I don't know why I was thinking about my grandparents, but for some reason I was thinking about my grandparents, and I was thinking about how they used to like get together with their friends, and that generation of people would like gather around a piano and they would all like play these standard songs and all sing them together. And I was like, that actually,
awesome.
We lost that because that would be great to go to a dinner party and be like, well, now dinner's over. Time to gather around the piano and sing Take Me Home Country Roads. Let's go. Like,
I liked doing that when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I just...
You guys don't do any singing with your family ever?
Not on purpose. Me and my brother sing a lot at work, but it's mostly like
ever sing
mostly
with your
Kim
family?
Mitchell.
I don't know what that means. We're not the fucking Partridge Family. I don't know what you mean.
I don't know. Like
what
on
singing?
Christmas, do you sing Christmas carols together?
No.
Okay.
Well, we have when Jeremy would play the piano and we would sing. Yeah. So
See?
yeah, we've done that.
See,
It was probably pretty fun when you were dashing through the snow.
on a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go.
Okay, where were we at?
Well, Nate, how have you been? What have you been up to? And
Well,
how are your pants fitting?
Pants are loose. I ordered I put a new pair of pants in a cart. I've been considering purchasing a size smaller pant. But then I remembered it's almost short weather. It's 25 degrees in Edmonton today. It's beautiful. I think it's time to break out the duffel bag that has the shorts in it.
There you go. They're going to be falling off you. Your legs are going to be swimming in it.
Yeah, well, I have two sets of shorts. The ones that are that last year that fit, and then the ones that were too small. I might be able to get into some too small ones. You never know.
That's exciting. It's a whole new wardrobe.
Got some great shorts from when I was smaller.
Are they plaid?
Lots of plaid, lots of different plaid shorts. Yeah, sure, but they're short though, Kate. I know how you like those shorts. Those short shorts.
Well, if they're short, then that's fine. You can wear plaid if they're short shorts.
Yeah, I'm
but
showing
if they're
them
going
off.
to your knee, then they're outdated. You can't wear them anymore.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Or you could just cut your long shorts.
I wish I knew how to sew so I could shorten all my shorts.
So sewing's like braiding. You could kill two birds with one stone.
Wow. Could really learn some skills this year.
What
but
did
I
you
made
say,
a list.
Oh no, I'd be unstoppable if I could modify my clothes.
If you were a tailor.
Yeah, I'd be so good.
I always forget what I did. So this week I wrote everything down.
Awesome.
And I would like to read you my list of things that happened to me this week.
Thank you.
Please.
Okay, I played the drums 5 times, and my favorite song that I played on the drums this week is called Pressure by Ari Lennox. I walked 90,678 steps for an average of 12,954 steps a day.
Ooh.
Very impressive.
I saw a very fat bird. I feel like it was a robin, but I don't know. But it was a fat fellow.
Maybe it was a pregnant lady.
Yeah, it was round enough that pregnancy was on the table.
We should ask men if they're pregnant.
Yeah. When are you expecting, ma'am?
Yeah.
Exactly. Sorry.
I listened to the Oilers win Game 4 of the Stanley Cup playoffs in overtime on the radio.
Oh, that's cool.
Very nice. Yeah, that's good.
That was a great experience. And it was also complemented with, because I was doing it while I was on my walk. And Canadians are very stereotypical people, as much as we want to pretend like we're not. And the game was playing on everyone's gigantic television screen in everyone's living room. So it was kind of like every time I walked by a window, I just got to see a highlight, get a little update, pretty much watch the game, pretty much watch the whole game. And
so the Oilers won the Stanley Cup?
They won their first series of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Okay.
Montreal is eliminated.
Brent's boys are done. The Toronto Maple Leafs have made it through to the next round. Hopefully soon their hopes and dreams will be crushed.
Yes, hopefully.
Fingers
And
crossed.
the Oilers will win. We want the Oilers to win.
Sure. I don't want anything, and that's the way that I avoid pain. It's very Buddhist of me. So
Yeah.
I live in this excellent zone with the Oilers where if they lose, I don't care. And if they win, I get to be as happy as literally everybody who spent all year being caring.
That's how I feel about sports, Nate. I think I do that with all my teams.
Yeah, it's a glitch. It's a glitch that real sports fans don't understand.
I unfortunately can't put myself in that mindset.
Yeah, you're stuck. You're stuck just every year yearning. You're in a constant state of yearning.
Oh my
I
God.
do.
Well, me.
But I wasn't as bad this year because I know the future is bright for the Montreal Canadiens.
That's how you keep it going.
Montreal Canadiens.
The Canadiens have a
L'habitant.
good young. They have a great young core, so that's how I feel. Good.
It's
It's a rebuilding year.
Don't you love it when your
It's a
team has a
rebuild.
great young core?
Oh,
Remember when the Blue Jays used to have a great young core 3 years ago? Oh,
I get to say, well, the future's bright. You know, we're just happy to be here.
these sunglasses for the future. I'm preparing for the future.
Speaking of preparing for the future,
I'm not done my list.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
I drew 2 comics. I'm starting to draw comics, and I have a funny idea for how to turn some of my old tweets into comics, and it's going excellent.
Oh,
And
good.
I'm going to draw 50 of them, and then I will show them to you.
I love that.
I exercised my franchise and helped elect the new Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney. We beat the Conservatives. Huge assist from Trump. Can't thank him enough for arriving on the scene, threatening our sovereignty, and reminding Canadians that Conservatives are stupid, dumb babies with no good ideas.
There we go.
You have no good ideas.
I
That's
built
it.
a big storage unit with my friend Ryan, who is a carpenter and he is a very demanding master carpenter.
We always want our friends to be demanding.
I respected it. I respected the hell out of
Okay,
it
good.
because if I had built this thing, I would have just thrown that paint on there. But we did 3 coats. We did a coat of primer, sand, every surface.
Sand?
Coat of paint, sand, every surface. Coat of paint, sand, every surface. And then finally, 1 coat of spa urethane. 2 coats with a sand in between. We were
He
we were
wanted
sanding
it
in between.
smooth.
He made it. Well, what he said was how he was taught is, is it smooth enough to rub your dick on? That's how he was taught to as a woodworker to make the wood be that smooth. And when you use that metric,
Yeah.
you really understand. You're like, that's not smooth enough. I have to make
I
this
got
smoother.
a busy afternoon after this.
Yeah, like I'll be here for a
Testing
while.
all the surfaces of the house.
Rubbing your dick over everything.
But it looks amazing. Actually, I should send you guys a picture so you can
Is
see.
it shiny?
It looks so professional. I can't believe how
Were you just happy to be a part of the...
it felt great. We worked all weekend, and I'm good at being told what to do. You know what I mean? Like if you're like, do this, do that.
I'm good
like,
at that
yes,
too.
sir.
I like to do things. I've been thinking about, I have so many things I can do around the house. But I always think about it in this negative way, but I need to think about it in that. Like, I actually do enjoy doing that stuff sometimes.
Especially
That's a good
like
reminder.
I've been kind of the winter's a solitary season, so it's nice to just be around other people and do our
For
thing.
sure.
I learned a few things. I was watching and asking questions.
Oh, that looks beautiful. That's really good looking.
Oh, I could rub my dick on that. Yeah, that's smooth as hell.
And then the final thing that I did this week is I tried conditioner in a bar form.
Oh, I've seen those. How was it?
You know what? It got a good froth. That's my review right now. It was a good froth.
So it was shampoo.
It was conditioner.
Why does the conditioner froth?
Well,
Oh,
I just
so
mean
I
like,
guess it must.
you know,
it's a
like
bar.
you don't want it to be like just like it's there, but it's not frothing. Like that's how you know shampoo and conditioner is working. Is it gives you a good froth. In my mind, that's how you know it's working.
Well, for sure for shampoo, but conditioners, in my understanding, are like a cream.
Yeah, you're thinking of like goos and creams.
What are you in?
Yep.
Well, that's cool. I want to try a bar.
Yep. Hair's luscious. Lots of steps, lots of drums. That's my week. I feel like I am going to have even more things next week now that I started writing them down.
I love it. I'm excited because you are one of the world's most interesting gentlemen.
People say,
Period.
how do you describe Nate? I say he's one of the world's most interesting gentlemen.
Absolutely.
There you have it, guys. Show's
Talented.
over. See you next week.
Oh no.
Speaking of the most interesting gentleman
of the plains, we watched the audience choice movie of Nate's month, which is Do Your Homework month. Watch these movies that you never watched. You're supposed to get around to. I've never seen this movie. This movie was selected by our friend and friend of the show, Scott, not Judas anymore, which is good. And we watched There Will Be Blood. So, Catherine.
Yes.
It's your turn to tell people what There Will Be Blood is about.
Well, the story is about a man named David. Just kidding.
got his name wrong.
I can't do it if I talk like that. That's funny though. Okay. The story is about Daniel Plainview. And we see that he is an iron or silver miner. He's a silver miner. Silver miner who finds silver, breaks his leg, pulls himself to get the silver deed, and then starts looking for oil. And he ends up finding a lot of oil. Well, he had some guys working for him, and one of those guys died, and he had a baby. And Daniel took the baby as his son, and his name was HW. So Daniel and HW would go all around Southern California buying up land deeds to drill oil, and they trick a family, the Sundays, because one of their twin sons, I forget which one was, Paul, I think it was Paul, tells them that there's a lot of oil on their farm, and then he goes and he tricks them, but then their other twin son, what's his name? Eli catches him and makes a deal with him that blah, blah, blah. So what we see is Daniel builds out the oil field, makes a ton of money, and is kind of just an asshole. He's ruthless, and his son HW loses his hearing after an accident on the oil field. HW is sent away after this guy comes and pretends to be Daniel Plainview's brother, but it's not his brother because his brother died. And this guy just found his diary or talked to him. I forget which. So then Daniel kills him. And then fast forward, HW is a grown adult. He visits his father in his father's giant mansion. His father is Daniel's a terrible alcoholic, and mocks his deaf son and denies him the ability to separate him through the family business so that he could go and drill his own oil down in Mexico with his wife. And then he disowns HW and tells HW that he is not his actual biological son. And HW is like, thank fucking God, because you're a fucking crazy person. And then so Daniel is visited by Eli, who is now a radio pastor and believes that. And so the Bandy estate was the area that had the oil on it that they would never sell. And so now Eli, the preacher, has been given the Bandy estate because Bandy was a part of his church. And he's like, now I want to sell this to you because I don't have any money. And Daniel is like, I already took your oil. I drank your milkshake. And then Daniel kills Eli after he makes Eli renounce God. The end.
Kate, that might have been your best one ever.
You nailed it.
You did every single part of the whole damn movie.
You got some impressions in there.
We got a real
guys.
oil man on our hands here.
I learned things about. I didn't know he was a silver miner. I thought he was just fucking
Digging a big fucking hole.
I just thought that he was spitting on rocks to see if there was oil on them.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about our favorite parts.
Whew, she is fucking rolling right now.
Woo!
First of all, the whole first 10, 15 minutes. First of all, I want to say this is a Brent Murray movie through and through. This is the type of movie that gets me tickled.
I was very curious to see how you would react to this movie. I had no idea what would happen.
Not a lot of characters, not a lot going on. I am a big sucker for the 1890s. You know me. Love that stuff.
Great time.
Love it. Yeah, I love
For white
primitive
men.
tools.
Yeah, I was going to say back when men were men, and we really had it all.
Imagine if someone called Daniel Playview a ma'am. I'm an oil woman. That's a callback. The first 10, 15 minutes made me anxious as hell.
There's no
because
talking.
The silence and the rocks and up and down and the breaking of the legs. I was like, this is not good for me. But man, did I love this movie.
I'm so glad to hear it.
Yeah, but just my first note was anxious with the oil.
Yeah, the opening scene of this movie is incredible. It's so good, and it's takes so long, but not in a way that's boring at all. That's the only way I could describe it, is like the tension just builds and builds, and you just know something horrible is going to happen because of the music. And then when he falls, it looks so realistic too, when the ladder snaps and he falls down. And then when he wakes up, and the first words you've heard for the first like 10, 15 minutes of this movie, he just goes, "No." Damn, man, that's a way to start a movie.
Yeah. What is it? Is it Johnny Greenwood? It's Greenwood that did the music, right?
Yeah, he was the guitar player, I think, from Radiohead.
Yeah. I used to listen to this soundtrack when I was like depressed. This used to be my.
What?
I love it.
What?
Like I don't know. It just is like dissonant and kind of creepy, but also very beautiful. The soundtrack.
I it would make me feel so weird to listen. Like if I imagine listening to this music while I went for a walk, I might do something insane.
Right.
Like I might just light
a
light a garbage can on fire.
Exactly. Now that I'm mentally healthy, I don't want to listen to it. But there was a time where this was the vibe. Like
Maybe I should get into the soundtrack.
no, don't take it. Learn from our mistakes.
So there is something I want to try this week. My friend had mentioned that sometimes they have not seen the movie, and I'm sure that happens a lot. People listen to the show and they have not watched the movie at all, and we do the synopsis. But to give more information, I think we should try to describe like the feeling of this movie, the like general tone of this movie. So I think Brent mentioned correctly, it's a period movie, and I would describe it as like a very intense drama. What would you like? How would you guys describe this movie? The feeling of this movie?
I would call it sterile and negative.
Because
but beautiful.
It was beautiful in its own way.
I don't know. It just shows how it's greed. It's capitalism. Like it's the worst part of humanity. I don't know how to describe that as a tone.
Money and religion ruins everybody.
Yeah, that's it. That's the tone.
The tone is don't get obsessed with things that don't exist. You'll never have enough money and you'll never meet God.
Whoa, man.
Well, he even says at some point in the movie where he's talking about when he was a kid, he's talking to his fake brother, and he's like talking about the nicest house in their hometown and how he used to like dream about living in it. And then now he's not even that rich yet. He's still like digging, he's still working on the oil field himself. And he's like, I think that house would make me sick now. And it's like, yeah, because there's like, it's never enough. This is like an insatiable pit of greed.
And he uses, I mean, you get this feeling that maybe he has some fondness for HW, and I don't necessarily know if that I think he is a psychopath, a sociopath, like someone that doesn't experience empathy. And we see that through his ability to con full communities, his ability to treat the Sunday family poorly, how he uses HW and lies about him being his son. And then the moment where he goes to Eli's church and Eli makes him confess and prostrate himself in front of the congregation, um, and it makes him admit that he abandoned his boy. So that's where you get the I abandoned my boy, I abandoned my son. Is that really him, or that's just him allowing himself to feel feelings that he doesn't actually feel?
I don't think there was any point in this movie that was him giving his real feelings, other than when he had to retreat back into the water because he was so upset with his fake brother.
Yeah, I think.
Which I was pointed out by someone, Troy, pointing that out to me, that's an insane move. To be so mad that you go back out into the water just to stare at the
guy. Yeah, this viewing of this movie, I've probably seen this movie 6 or 7 times by now. I found him to be more complicated on this viewing than I like ever have before. I was like watching so many different things that really like made me think and are still like have left me with questions. So the one, like there's these interesting moments where he shows a type of empathy that seems to be connected to like his own internal trauma. So the specific part I'm thinking about right now is when he finds out that one of like Eli's youngest sister is getting beat up by her dad. And they're at that picnic table and he like brings her over and is like drunk and being weird, but he's basically like using the conversation with her to threaten her dad to like never hit her again. And that just gave me the vibe. And then his brother says like, I know you and your dad didn't get along. So or never saw eye to eye or whatever it was. It's like, okay, I think he was probably like abused as a child physically. That would make sense. And then he's so happy to see DW when DW comes back from the school.
No, what's the son's name?
DW?
HW.
No, that's
HW. Sorry.
DW Sir Arthur. That's the sister.
I love it. DW.
If you want to set the tone for people that haven't seen the movie, they're really confused.
Like, where did Arthur get in here?
Arthur comes in, he's covered in oil.
When he comes back, he's so happy to see him, but it's also after he just murdered his brother. So I don't know if he's like
it's not his brother though.
His fake brother. He's just murdered his fake brother. So I don't know, but that fake brother had made him so happy to feel like there was somebody else that was his partner. And I think when DW lost his hearing, he had like lost that partner thing. So I don't even know if he was necessarily happy to see HW. I did it again. I know I did it again. I don't know if he was necessarily happy to see him as he was to like refill the position that was vacant.
But HW didn't go to that to the boarding school until after he set the cabin on fire. And he set the cabin on fire because he read the fake brother's journal and he knew that he wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm just making that point.
No, there's a lot of like moments where I'm like, he's obviously a horrible person, but I feel like it's not just as simple as like he's a shark. He was born a shark and he's just some evil guy moving through the world. Like he feels like a very
he seems a little flat for as minimal speaking and dialogue there is in this movie. Daniel Day-Lewis is a fleshed out actor. Like he is giving you so much, even with minimal dialogue.
He's the best to ever do it. He's the GOAT. He's my number one on the Rushmore.
It's crazy, this performance in particular, because like if you think about doing that voice, but not acting like you're doing that voice, do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
to be able to stay natural, to act naturally, to control all of your face and all this stuff, but also be doing a voice that sounds like this. Like the minute I do it, my head starts bobbing like a turtle. Like, like that's to me. It's like, how does he keep his head still while he's doing that silly voice? And then you hear him talk, and he's like so soft spoken and Irish, and the register is so much higher. He's like, he's doing a silly voice, but he's not moving like this.
Hi, I'm Daniel Day-Lewis.
Basically,
You might remember me from There Will Be Blood. Yeah, he's just so good with his face, and he was so good in Gangs of New York, and
I
like
love
the
that
voice
movie.
is pretty similar to Bob the Butcher or Bill the Butcher's voice he used, whatever his butcher's voice
DW the
was.
Butcher.
DW the Butcher. DW is very funny to me. I can't stop thinking of DW walking around the fields and stuff. I think I would be unstoppable if my name was HW, though.
What
It's
a cool
good.
name.
HW
Yeah.
Murray?
And you're wearing a
No.
little suit.
Oh, God. Now, this is reason I bring it up was, do we think that he took custody of the baby out of love, or because he's going to mold him into his little business partner?
I don't think that. I really don't think that he thought that far ahead. I do like. I guess that's why I was saying he's complicated. Is like I think he did take in HW out of
like guilt that he got his father
guilt
killed?
and like duty. Like he wasn't necessarily the type of person to like fuck over the people who worked for him. Do you know what I mean? Like he seemed to have like a lot of guys who were like his guys. Like it wasn't like he was so evil that he would just like screw over everybody, and he didn't care if one of them died and stuff like that. Like it was, he's more complicated than just a shark.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Okay, I'll go with that. I
I can see
agree.
that.
And also there's something about him doing the work that it affected me this time, where it's like through all stages until the very end of the movie, he's like in the mud with them. He's pulling the tools. He's like almost dies when that one tool breaks and kills the guy next to him. Like,
Let's talk about that death for a minute.
oof.
To me, that is okay. So what happens is you've got they dig a hole. There's oil in the bottom of the hole because it's coming naturally up from the earth. And these men are down there that are having just to fill. I guess this is how we used to get oil, just filling buckets up with it.
Yep.
Like,
And then putting it
Oh,
into
and
a big puddle.
yes. And then they get the pipe, I guess. The pipe gets loose and falls, and just the flattest sound ever of this pipe hitting that cantaloupe head.
And just a mist, the just gentlest mist.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Picture just being in there and the smell and this oil and the consistency of oil. Oh, made me so anxious.
You'd be sticky,
Ugh, your whole life you'd be sticky.
but you're making money.
It's something that I think about a lot of how hard it was to do literally fucking anything.
Everything.
Like just to get the wood out to like the middle of fucking nowhere and to like build that. First you build a little structure and then you build a bigger structure and then you build a bigger structure. It's like, man, and everything has to, like, there's no power tools, not a single power tool. You got to saw it by hand. You got to hammer it by hand. Like, fuck, man.
I never knew, like, I didn't know what this movie was about. I knew oil was involved some way. I didn't know he was like a con man until he drove the car up to the Sundays ranch and hit it and then hiked into the ranch.
Brent, I never picked up on that. That's,
Yeah.
you're
Well,
so
I know.
smart.
I know. Listen, there's some people that pick up things and there's other
I did
hosts that
not pick
call
that up.
this on
Like,
DW.
obviously,
man.
I didn't, of course that was deliberate. He doesn't want them to see his nice car.
It had the
Of
little
course
fucking
not.
bike tires on it. That car would last 20 minutes in that terrain.
Brent, I want you to be HW for Halloween.
Ooh.
No, everyone would think I was Puckley Adams. I already thought of it. His little fucking short pants.
It's funny. Dude, you're gonna be the disabled boy from Breaking Bad.
No, that I'm going to be Walter. Jeremy's going to be
Walter
Jr.
I think you should be an elephant that's a Dracula.
Oh, that's awesome. That's all my things combined.
Yeah. How about that?
Oh, that is a good costume idea, though. I'll like
Dracula,
like
elephant.
little tusks with little blood on the end of the tusks.
Oh,
That is
see?
hilarious.
Yeah.
What a
Like
good
elephant's
idea.
got to poke you with the tusks and then like move his head sideways and drink it like he's drinking from a Slurpee machine.
No, he drinks it out of the end of his nose.
Oh, out of the trunk. He's going
Out of the
up the
trunk.
nose. He's snorting it.
Like a hose.
Yeah. That's a
good.
good
See,
idea.
a good bit.
See, this is why it's the best movie podcast.
Yeah,
on the
we were
planet.
talking about There Will Be Blood. How did this happen?
Well, there will be blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, with elephants.
Kate. She's on one.
Yeah, she is. I told you earlier she's on one. I knew right away she was on one. As soon as I saw fucking Paul Titties Anderson, I was like, this is going to be
it's
an
gonna be one of those.
Speaking of titties, so him putting the whiskey on the nipple, that's insane.
That kid was drunk.
No wonder.
You gotta listen.
like-
You're out in the middle of nowhere. You gotta deal with it.
That's why he was burning cabins down. He's going fucking withdrawal.
He's got toddler alcohol syndrome.
Could you imagine doing that? Like Melissa walks by, I'm just dipping the fucking bottle.
No,
in
didn't
some
dip.
whiskey.
He like poured it. He did a full pour.
Well, they used to do that. People would give for teething because it would numb their gums. You're not supposed to do that now, though.
Yeah, I can imagine that's probably frowned upon these
It's
days.
frowned upon.
Especially the
If you
liquor
were-
that they were drinking.
Oh, yeah, make you blind. No wonder he lost his hearing. If you weren't handy back in the early 1900s, you'd be bored as shit. There's no good jobs.
Yeah, you're fucked.
You either have to count or be able to lift things.
Like, I'd be the father, Eli and Paul's father. Just the
Well, you could be like
he-
the saloon owner.
I get shot pretty quick.
No.
Kate, I think you underestimate my ability to irritate people.
But that might actually be the best job for you because it's like the one guy who's allowed to kind of be sassy is the bartender because he's got a lot of dedicated alcoholics who will protect him when one rowdy customer starts threatening him.
Talk to Brett Rowley.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, you tell him.
Yeah, get him, Rusty.
My favorite line from the movie showed his I had a sentence prepared, but I forget it. Nonsensical approach to the oil business and how he was a true oil man is when there was some yelling during the meeting when he was addressing the people at first. And he's like, no, I don't need the lease. Thank you.
I wouldn't take it if you gave it to me as a gift.
Gift. Loved it. That I'm
That's
like,
a
that man
salesman.
he's standing on business. He's like, this place is
He's like, fuck
too
this.
many riffraff and I don't need it.
Well, no, but that's a technique. That's a sales technique.
Oh, no, I see. I read that scene as like he really was like, oh, this ain't worth it. He's like,
Yeah.
I can get it. It's like, I'm not going through all this. And then
He has to be in control.
yeah. And when he leaves the building and you see that what had happened was like, there was an oil derrick there and it's like exploded and there's like a river of oil pouring down there. That's like such a cool
Maybe I
reveal.
misunderstood that.
Yeah, I think it was like they brought him in to be like, can you save this lease? And he was like there and he saw them all fighting and was like, fuck this. Like, I'm out of here. It's not worth it. I'm an oil man, not a marriage counselor. That's what he would have said.
I'm not a shrink. That dead body, that bloated guy they found, that's a dead body.
I don't remember the dead body.
Which part are you talking about?
The dead body where the guy got killed and the after Daniel
The
didn't
oil?
let them bless the derrick.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
explosion. He was covered in oil.
Yeah, he looked dead. That was good. I really liked that. Yeah, it made me. No, it was good because you see dead bodies, but this was a real that's a good burnt up, bloated, fucking oil covered body.
There's
It
like
really
not
got me into it.
there's not a single moment of this movie that looks incorrect. Like every costume, every person, like every prop and set and shot is just like, yep, that's
Every
definitely
oil man.
1910. No doubt about it.
The guy that recommended this movie, Scott, does an amazing Daniel Plainview, but he won't do it. He won't send me a voice note.
Well, then how do you know he does an amazing?
You're just
one?
taking his word for it?
I've heard it many times. He sent me many voice notes after I watched the movie, and I don't have any of them on hand right now.
Yeah.
I texted him and told him, and he's like, "I'm not your monkey."
Classic. The two. I realize why you both get along so well. It's because you both have the same oppositional defiance.
Mm-hmm.
Oppositional defiant disorder.
We always think we're out to get each other, and set each other up to make the other look bad. I understand it. What other notes do I have here? Let me take a look at the app that I put my notes in.
Is it the Notes app?
Yep. Religion people, you can never trust them. You know what I mean?
Especially this kind. Like I could handle very quiet Presbyterian minister. That's not going to disturb me. But if someone's like, I'll take the devil out of your fingers. I'm like, no.
That's when they lose me. And it was the toughest scene in the whole movie when he was doing that, and he was taking the old lady's hands and rubbing them on his face.
Yeah.
Ever around old ladies' hands? That's the word.
It's just because they've lost collagen and fat in their hands. That's all.
That's all.
But they touch things. They don't
They've touched
care.
a lot of things more than you.
They think that if you fucking raise it to the sky, Jesus is going to bless it and get rid of all the germs. I don't like it. I'm not rubbing them on my face. And there was a scene where Daniel and Eli were fighting, and Daniel put the mud in Eli's hair, which is just great. It reminded me of an old lady who I was taking blood from one time, and she had this really hard to get vein. She was really mean. And I was on my knees with the needle in her hand, and I couldn't move because I would lose the vein. And I was slowly filling up the tube, and she took her pudding from her lunch and just started putting it in my hair.
Did she really?
Yeah. And the whole time it was happening, I was just like, I can do nothing but respect this woman right now.
Is she mentally ill?
No, she's just mean.
Just old.
She knew she had me right where she
what are you
wanted
going
me.
to do?
If I stopped, I'd have to do it again, which was more time with her. And she got to show her displeasure with me by putting pudding in my hair. And then the ultimate was she took grapes and put the grapes into the pudding on my head.
No, she made you a sundae?
Yeah. My coworker walked in and looked at me and said, "What in the fuck is going on here?"
What a bitch.
Just chocolate pudding in my hair with grapes hanging off it. It was great. I'll never forget it because I like haters respect haters. And I love it.
Yeah, like she won. You have to
she
tip your cap
won
sometimes.
the ultimate. It was a mental battle, physical battle, an intellectual
spiritual battle,
verbal battle every day with this woman.
Yep.
And she won emphatically by doing. She just knew that I'm just gonna put pudding in this guy's hair. So that's old ladies' hands. They touch things.
You've been traumatized by them.
Well, yeah, I think that's just a well-known thing that old people's hands in general.
Yep.
No,
Green witch fingers.
I hate to break it to you guys, but you'll be old one day.
You could be old one day. I know. And then some young guy will be saying that guy's hands are fucked. I'm like, yeah, I know. Because I know.
Okay. Yeah.
The Derek fire was very, very cool.
Oh, it's so good. And the music is insane during that part. It just makes this movie so intense.
Why? The part I missed out. Why was he enjoying it?
Because he realized that that if this much oil is shooting out of this hole, that means there's like so much fucking oil here. We're about to get so rich.
Mm.
The last thing that I want to talk about, that I'm sure I'm not the first person to have this theory, but watching it this time, it struck me, the ending scene. We haven't talked about the ending scene where Eli comes and Daniel is passed out in the bowling alley, and they have that
with his food on the bowling alley.
Yeah, he just blacked the fuck out there, and then they have this crazy scene. watching it this time, I kind of feel like that was a dream or like a psychotic delusion, because
Interesting.
there's a couple things that make me think it. One, so they wake up Daniel and he's like blacked the fuck out. Like he's completely, like they have to scream in his face and like slap him to wake him up. And he like shakes himself off. But by the end of the scene, like 5 minutes later, he's like speaking perfectly and moving like completely fine and like chasing around this younger man. And even during the scene, he's like, he chugs moonshine to a degree that's like unbelievable. You're like, he's like gulping it like he just finished a marathon. Like he's glug, 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 glug. And Eli, there's one scene where he's pouring drinks for them and he pours 3 drinks. And I'm just like, I don't think Paul Thomas Anderson would have like, it doesn't make sense for him to have 3 drinks. There's only 2 of them. And that's just like one of those, it's like a weird dream-like thing. So I don't know. I'm not convinced that that's like 100% for sure, but it almost feels like Daniel says earlier in the movies, like there's a competition in me that's like insane. And it just makes him want to like, it makes him like murderously insane. And the only person to ever really like beat him was Eli. Like Eli made him get on his knees in front of the church and slapped him and made him admit that he was a horrible father. And he lost. He got what he wanted, but it was like personally he was beaten. And so part of me is like, maybe that ending scene after his son has like rejected him and he's all alone in this mansion being an insane alcoholic with a shooting range inside. Like maybe this is him having like this delusion of, this is what would happen if Eli would come and then I would be the winner and I would be the champion and I would dominate him and win. And I would say exactly the right thing. I would insult him so perfectly. And like, I don't know. That was just,
and then I bludgeon him to death.
Yeah. Like there's just a part of me that when I was watching it this time, I was like, hey, that might be real, or that might be the psychotic delusion of a insane recluse alcoholic. End of speech.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think it's
respect it.
very interesting.
I still think that Eli was the true villain.
Oh, he's definitely villainous for sure. He's they hate each other because they both understand who each other are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we're both snakes and you can't have 2 snakes in the same spot.
Speaking of 2 snakes,
there you go.
Me and my buddy Scott have put together a quiz.
Just speaking of 2 snakes.
There will be blood quiz, so there will be a quiz is what it's called. Are we prepared for the quiz?
Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to start with Nate. He's going to start with question number 1. We talked about the scene where he falls off the ladder and breaks his leg. How many steps does he take down the ladder before he falls?
Well, which one was on his hand or which one was on his foot?
Boom.
His feet go down the ladder.
Okay.
Each time his foot goes down, that's a step.
Okay.
I don't like the way this is starting.
Yeah.
I don't. This is.
But you could also say that a ladder has steps and they could be counted from 1 to 0. So when you're saying like how many steps is it, like, is he 10 down the ladder or did he take 3 steps from once he? Oh, but let's see what happens.
There's a initial rung.
Yeah.
You go down. Each rung is a step.
Okay.
So when his feet go down, how many rungs did he has he
descended?
His foot touched. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Scott's gonna hate this. By the way,
I'm just saying he's training to be a lawyer.
No,
he's training to be a lawyer, and this is the precise language he's choosing. Okay, all right, good luck, bud.
I'm just saying he's gonna hate. And just a little Scott update. I said, give me an impression of Daniel Plainview. He says no. I said, you're Judas. He said, that's you. This episode has taken 2 weeks to record because you're all looking for a way out of it. You're trying to do what Warner Brothers did to the Wile E. Coyote movie. Okay. So your options are 6, 7, 8, and 9.
9.
Okay.
7.
The correct answer is step number 8. He falls down on step number 8.
Gone forever.
Contested
It's
answer.
1-0 for the Snakes. How many minutes before the first words are spoken in the movie? Is it 5, 6, 7, or 15?
15.
Nate.
See, I'm wondering, does he count that no? He better count that fucking no at the bottom of the well.
Oh, don't know. Like I said, it's going to be highly contested.
I'll be checking.
Listen, so will he. So
Tell me the answers again.
5, 6, 7, or 15.
7.
The correct answer is 15.
Woo!
Catherine gets the 1 on the board.
I swear to God, if I hear the word no come out of this man's mouth before the clock on my video says 15, you will be hearing from my lawyer, Scott. No.
Yeah, well, listen, nobody would be more delighted if there's discrepancies in this than me. So I'm all for it. Which leg does he hurt? Left or right? Nate.
Left.
I was also
Catherine.
going to say left.
He does. He does hurt his left. So you can recall him laying on the floor at the Silver Place with the splint around his left leg.
Yeah.
Nate's on the board. Kate takes the lead. How much money is Paul Sunday promised? 500, 600, 1,600, or 10,000?
500.
I believe it's $500.
Yes. He wanted 600 after he was offered 500, but he said 6, or he said 5.
He was a good negotiator, actually. He held his ground with Plainview. He really...
I was so confused. I thought that it was a trick by Eli that they weren't really brothers.
The first 1.5 times I watched this, I got confused and I had to look it up on Wikipedia.
Oh, that's interesting, because there's a great scene when he first meets Eli and he keeps looking at HW and he's like, you seeing what I'm seeing? This motherfucker, is he fucking with us? Like, is that him?
I also told Scott that you keep calling HWDW, and he did send a voice note. Would you like to hear it? Sure.
Content.
Yep.
This here's my business partner, DW, also known as Arthur's sister.
Very funny.
Yeah, so next question is, how many shots are fired during the quail hunting scene? 4, 5, 6, or 7?
Ooh.
Nate. They're running around with their little
They
guns.
really are. 6
Yeah.
shots. 6 shots.
I'm going to say 7.
The correct answer is 5. Snakes on the board. Snakes on the board.
Gone forever.
3 for Kate, 2 for Brent, 2 for Nate.
Okay.
How many questions left?
We got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait a second. 4, 5, 6, 7.
There will be questions.
7
will be
questions
questions.
left?
Yeah.
Wow.
How many questions
Yeah.
total?
1, 2, well, 12?
Damn.
Yeah, I know. He went for it.
This stresses me out then. All right,
Yeah, I
get
know.
on with
I
it.
can tell. Which of these ranches isn't surrounding the Sunday farm? The Lodget, the Hayes, the Bandy, or the Car?
What was the second one?
Hayes.
I'm going to say the car.
I'm going to say Hayes.
Well, the Hayes is correct. That is made up. So, Nate, you are now tied with Catherine. Next question?
I'm losing it. I'm going to lose.
Yep. Probably. How many times does Eli tell the ghost and the old lady to get out? 9, 10, 12, or 13?
He starts so quiet. I tell you to get out of here.
And he starts rubbing his dirty fucking hands on his face.
What were the options?
9, 10, 12, or 13.
I'm going to say the evil number 13.
I'll say sturdy number 10.
Well, the way I look at it, Kate describes herself as a sturdy girl, and it's a sturdy answer. 10.
Kate the sturdy 10.
Sturdy.
Yep.
That's funny. I do
Sturdy
call
girl.
myself that.
I know.
Breeze ain't blowing her over.
No, she's sturdy. There's a total amount of deaths on screen. How many is there? How many people officially die on screen? 4, 5, 6, or 7?
Okay. Again, I will be checking your work, Scott. Like if you're counting that body they fished out of the well that we didn't watch die, you're going to hear about it.
Yep. As you should.
Whose turn? My turn?
No, it's mine.
Yeah, no, it's Kate's.
I'm
yeah.
counting. I'm going to say 4.
What are the options, Brent?
The options are 4, 5, 6, or 7.
I'm going to say 4 as well because I can only think of 3.
You're both very much correct.
When I tell you I'm an aardvark man, I trust you'll believe me.
That's funny.
I'll trust you, believe me.
When I say I'm an aardvark man. DW.
DW.
So fucking good.
Good shit.
Oh, yep. What member or a member of which band did the soundtrack? 9 Inch Nails, Blur, Radiohead, Nick Cave, and the Bad Seeds. Nate.
Radiohead.
La Radiohead.
Yeah, everybody gets a point except for me.
Kate and Nate, neck and neck, 5-5.
Okay, sorry. I miscounted the questions. This is now the last question.
I miscounted the men.
The men. How many times does Daniel slap Eli in the oil pool?
Ooh.
Catherine, it's your turn, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are my options?
7. Well, I'm going to read them. 7, 8, 19, 22.
7.
7.
You're both going with 7?
Yep.
The correct answer is 22.
No, that's too many slaps, Daniel Day-Lewis. Do less method, bro.
Damn.
Gone forever.
So, what's the score right now?
5-3.
You guys are tied.
But we're tied.
This movie was loosely based on the novel Oil by Upton Sinclair. What year did that book come out? And the closest to gets the victory.
Fuck. I was literally going to download this book and listen to it, and I would have had the advantage, but I got distracted.
Oil.
I'll say 1974.
Okay, Catherine?
Upton Sinclair also wrote the book with the jungle in it about the meatpacking industry in Chicago. So I'm going to say 1915.
Your winner of the official There Will Be Blood quiz is the person who selected the year 1915. The novel came out in 1927.
Wow.
They overshot it by 50 years.
Good. The minute I said it, I was like,
you made a noise.
I was like, what are you doing, bud?
No one's writing that book in the 70s.
What are you doing, man?
No one's writing that in the 70s.
Well, all right.
All right, congratulations, Kate.
Thank you. Feeling good. Feeling good in the neighborhood. Applebee's.
Well, congratulations, Kate, but also one day I'm going to come into your house at night.
Also, you're forgetting something.
When I tell you I'm an aardvark man, I trust you'll believe me.
Wait, you didn't do it, Nate.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sore loser.
Yeah, I'm being a sore loser. Well, I give
No.
this. What am I
No.
supposed to say? Something about
K.
medals, right? Oh,
A.
K-A-T-E.
E.
Exclamation point.
Underline.
Exclamation point. Underline.
Hey.
Yay!
Thank you.
Well, I give your reminding skills a gold medal. Would you guys like to give out some medals?
I would
Hell
love to
yeah.
give it some medals.
I'm
What
going to give it
kind?
an oil medal.
Yeah, all
Oh.
medals are based on oil, so that covers them all. Whoever commented that we fucking is the most awkward thing ever, it really is.
Gold or bronze.
Mm.
Similar to the Bronze Age of the world. It is a medal.
I'm going to give my bronze medal. I'm going to give respect to one of our podcast forefathers, Paul F. Tompkins, who has a 1 second cameo at the beginning of this movie where he says, "But Mr. Plainview, we need you." And Mr. Plainview says, "I wouldn't take this lease if you gifted it to me." But
Don't need to
PFT.
thank you.
Very good.
born to play a part of a man in the 1920s. Excellent job, Paul F. Tompkins, podfather extraordinaire.
Great job, Paul. My bronze is going to Mr. Paul Dano. He's got a weird face for me,
Sure.
but I like his acting. He was great as the Riddler in the Batman movie.
You just reminded me another reason why I thought it was a dream is because it's 15 years later, but Paul Dano hasn't aged whatsoever, like not even a little tiniest bit. And that also makes me think like Daniel Plainview is remembering the last time he saw him, which was 15 years ago. Okay, anyways.
Okay. Well, we're just strengthening the theory. I like it. Paul Dano, bronze medal, played 2 roles. Religious fanatic, maybe overplayed that a little bit, but he did let the lady touch his face. So bronze.
Committed to it.
Yep.
I'm giving my bronze medal to Dylan Freesia, who played H.W.
Did a
Plainview
great
as a
job.
child.
He did. He was little pants walking around, doesn't know what's going on. Then he's gonna play a deaf kid. That's
And
great.
he's a little mute boy.
He did a great job. It would have been pretty intense being like your first acting job and you're acting next to Daniel Day-Lewis and he won't stop being Daniel Plainview no matter how long it goes. That's pretty intense. You got to
He's
give
looking
the
at you,
child
yeah.
some credit.
Squinting, looking at you. Yeah.
Yeah, angrily. I'm going to give my silver to Paul Dano. Dano? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whichever one it is. He totally embodies somebody who is performing too hard, like that. His commitment when he's being the preacher is like it rings false, but I think that's on purpose. Like that he's like perfectly playing someone who is pretending and who is faking it, and he does. It's like over the top, but in a way that's like, yeah, I bet, especially before the invention of television and radio, that's probably what these grifters were like. Exactly like that. So silver medal.
That's a very good point. I like that. And that explains, yes, talk about tone. He plays that character with a specific tone, a manipulative tone. Yes, I will give him my silver as well. And this is a particular silver medal that was found at the beginning of the movie. So I just want to clarify that.
Kate nailed this episode. She really did. Kate. My silver is going to Dylan Freesia. I guess that's how you say his last name.
Yeah, Freezier.
Freesia. I don't like that part of it, but he does get the silver medal. He got to burn a house down. He got to be an orphan twice.
Looked so cute.
3
in his little
times
suits.
actually. Yeah, it looks great. He got rejected by parental figures 3 times in this movie. He kept coming back. Yeah, silver medal.
But since he was a sweet guy, he got a nice wife.
He did.
That's a lesson to everybody.
Yep.
He did better than Daniel Plainview.
Well,
And it would
depends on what
probably
you're
be
looking
good.
for.
And it's probably nice to have your wife understand your father.
For
Like
sure.
she's known him since she was a child. So
Wait a second. Who did he get married to?
He married the
Little Sunday.
Mary
Marrier.
Sunday? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he was working on that for a long time.
And that's such an interesting scene right after he gets like slapped around by Eli and she comes to console him. And like, that was such a moment where it's like, he kind of, it was really obvious that he freaked her out in the scene where he's talking to her dad and like talking about her getting hit and she seems freaked out. But then later in the movie, she like shows him this kindness. I thought like, that's so interesting that she's not scared of him in that moment. I don't know. Anyways, gold medals.
I think we're
well,
all
I
over
feel
that.
like we all.
Is it time for a turkey?
Yeah.
I will have a turkey now, please.
I drink your milkshake.
Your turkey sandwich.
We're giving it to Daniel Plainview himself, Daniel Day.
I'm like, not that good of an actor. A guy named Daniel playing a guy named Daniel. Come on.
Yeah, they did
Pretty
that on purpose so he
phoned it
didn't get
in.
confused.
Yeah.
His first name was Hank, and they were like, "No, he keeps getting confused. We gotta call him Daniel."
Not that great of an actor. Of course he's that great of an actor. He is my favorite. He's the GOAT. He's the best to ever do it. He was excellent in everything he's been in. I'm sure. This is just a masterful performance.
Agreed. I second that.
All right.
It's
Double stamp.
crazy. There's so much going on, and like the looks of like rage, like that one scene when
So angry.
they're at the table and he's doing such a good job being like so convincing when he first meets at the Sunday Ranch, and then Eli brings up a price. He's like $6 an acre or something. I can't remember what he says, or 600. And Daniel Day-Lewis looks at him like he wants to fucking like kill him. He looks so scary, but he's trying so hard to hide it. It's like, wow, he's such a good actor, man.
When he goes, he has to retreat to the ocean because he's so mad. It's so good.
Gold turkey
Gold
Taylor.
turkeys.
Taylor sisters.
Well,
We're gonna rate it
I
up.
give us a 10 out of 10 for that segment. I give myself a 10 out of 10 for this transition. Would you guys like to give this movie a rating?
Sure.
Yes, I would.
The script for this movie, loosely based on the novel Oil! By Upton Sinclair, which was apparently written in the 20s,
Mm-hmm.
27.
not the 70s. What did you guys think of the script for this film?
I really liked it, and I'm going to give it a 10 because it's something that I revisit. So it must be a 10.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's hard to make the 1890s and early 1900s interesting. So if it keeps me going for 2.5 hours, I'll give it a 10.
It's obviously a 10. Best script PTA has ever written. It's insane. Daniel Plainview says some of the most insane shit I've ever heard. At one point, he says he tells Eli that he should have been put in a jar on the mantle. 10.
Yep.
10.
What an insult.
Yep.
The art direction for this movie, the sets, the props, the costumes, the mustache trimming.
Yeah. He started out with a beard, ended up with a mustache.
I liked that it looked dirty because it was dirty. So it gets a 10. It's a 10 for me.
Everything was dirty. Yeah, everything was dirty. Everything looked dry and arid, and everybody looked uncomfortable with their surroundings. The Sunday Ranch looked like shit.
They're all sweaty when they're all piled into these like
Gross.
houses having meetings. Everyone's just sweating like a pig.
There was so much sweat. Yeah, 10.
Yeah, it looks so good. And like the cinematography in particular is really, really good. Brent, you mentioned that scene where he parks his car. Like that scene is so cool. It's such a long shot. It's like 40 seconds and they trail the car on a dolly all the way through the town and you see everything and you see how barren it is outside of the town and how small and dinky the town is just so good. 10.
Mm-hmm.
The music. Crazy.
So good.
There's one part where it's just like it's just like pots and pans or some shit, and then none of them are playing in the same time signature, and it's so intense. I give it a 10.
Yeah, it's very intense. It had to be. It's one of those movies where I don't think modern music should be in it.
A rare bangers not required film.
Yeah, because there's a banger in the film, and it's called Daniel Day-Lewis. You can't take away from the greatness.
Isn't it good? Now just imagine Kate's 30 and deeply depressed.
It's like driving around town.
Driving and crying. Driving and crying.
No wonder I wanted to die. I was listening to that shit. Gravy.
Kate's just thinking about digging a big hole.
It's about death. Everything does.
Digging a big hole. And he's like, she's watched the movie like Nothing Grows on the Ranch. She's like, yeah, just smickle about life. I'm gonna give it a 10. Everything's super intense. Had to be intense. Would have loved to hear She's a Brick House, but 10.
Yes, this of course.
Very funny song choice in a movie with 0 women.
Yeah, I know. When we built the derrick and the derrick was like operating, that would have been wicked to hear She's a Brick House.
They're not even using brick though.
But it's so sturdy and well built.
It's so sturdy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sturdy.
Yeah, see? But still, hey, I'm not being hard on it.
So I think they should play the song Like a Rock then.
Little Bob Seger.
Well, Chevrolet would have had some issues with that, I'm sure.
Like a rock.
I was standing. Oh.
So that's 10s across the board, correct?
Yeah, that is 10s across the board.
The theme for this movie, this is an epic period drama. It's got to be a period film, a drama, and it's got to be a little bit epic. And
That's what happens to me every month.
Mm,
It's an epic period drama.
yeah, good.
Get it, guys?
Good.
I've been waiting all
Yeah.
recording to make a menstruation joke.
You were so patient, Kate, and you did
Thank
such a
you.
good job.
Patience
Sure.
paid off, bud.
What do you guys think? I'm giving it a 10.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's a perfect movie.
It's got to get a 10,
fantastic.
even if it didn't. It was going to after that joke. 10.
And that's the theme for the month is taking care of your homework. If this is a movie that you were like, I'm going to watch this one day and I've been putting it off, how much would you recommend that person stop putting off watching this movie?
Well, as a person that is that person, I have never watched this movie, and we did this category, and I watched it. I totally lost it. I'm sorry.
No, you did it. You're doing great. I just like how you're saying it.
I totally have to say that if this movie has not been viewed by your eyeballs, put your eyeballs on the screen and watch it. It's that good. 10.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 10 too, because this is a great American film that you must see. It's very specific to America.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best movies ever made. I would probably put it in my top 10. I would probably put it in my top 10
For sure.
of best movies ever made. That's how good it is. It's obviously heightened incredibly by Daniel Day-Lewis's performance, but everything about it is perfect. I fucking love this movie. 10 out of 10. 50 out of 50.
It deserves it.
I would be remiss not to mention Daniel Day-Lewis saying, bring Fred English.
Bring Fred English.
I have to say that part. Yeah. Fucking, I don't.
Do we have friends in San Francisco that can take care of this?
Would this not get a 10 or a 50 and 50 if it was Daniel Day-Lewis? I don't think it would.
I don't know.
It would be really hard to make this movie as rewatchable if it
was supposed to be Will Smith.
No.
What?
Could you imagine?
Kate got us.
Oh.
Kate got us.
Okay.
Kate got us. She did it.
Yeah.
That was a good bit.
Yeah. I was like a fucking bass in April. I was fucking biting on that lure. You got me.
I mean, think about it.
Neither did I.
In 1920?
I got mad. I'm like, yeah, I pictured Will Smith in the hole.
I don't think it would have gotten a 50 if it was Will Smith.
Yeah. I feel like Kate just picked up a bowling pin. Fuck it.
Yeah. We are the Sunday brothers right now. She fucking killed us.
God damn.
She just looked and went to her butler. I'm finished.
Oh, what a
Good
great
job.
episode.
What a
Good
great
job.
film.
What a great
We still
film.
got it. You know, we
still
didn't know
got it.
after 2 weeks off. Who knew if we
Yeah.
still had it?
But look at us.
Turns out we still got it.
Yep.
Look at us. So,
Yeah, it's time for something new to happen.
yeah, it's my turn to choose. What month is it? It's going to be May. It's going to be May. We're doing boy bands. Just kidding. We're not doing boy bands.
What would that even be?
We could watch like Pop Star and like
Sure.
Britney Spears movie or something. Okay.
Spinal Tap.
So April 1st, we lost one of our finest American actors, Val Kilmer. And so we're going to memorialize and honor him with having May as Val Kilmer month.
Okay.
Val Kilmer does not get the love and respect that he deserves, and I am so happy that we are going to be paying tribute to a great thespian.
And thank you, because he's one of my favorite actors. And I was very sad that he passed because I've always really enjoyed him. If you haven't watched it yet, please go and seek out and watch the documentary about his life called Val. It came out in 2021. He's just a real artist. He's a real movie star. He's a rare person that is deserving of being a movie star. And there's so many great films. But I want to start with one of my favorite films that he did that I don't think a lot of people have seen. And it's this 1997 The Saint. It's an action thriller with Elizabeth Shue, and it's about him being a spy. And I really enjoyed it. So Rotten Tomatoes didn't like it, but a lot of common people like it. So
I'm very excited for this month. I already know what I'm going to pick. I love Val Kilmer. I've watched The Saint within the last year.
have you really? I
yeah.
love it.
I'm ready to go.
It's fun.
I am ready. We like
He
90s
acts
movies.
yes, we do. He acts his little socks off in this.
Oh, yeah.
movie.
He's doing Master of Disguise in this one.
So we're going to watch The Saint on Val Kilmer month.
And that means all that's left to do is say goodnight, Kate.
Good night, Kate.
Good night, Kate.
My name is August Christopher. You know hot and fast. You're gonna love it.
In a world of global intrigue, this woman has discovered something that will revolutionize the world. Steal it for me. Trust no one.
I like this guy. Too bad we have to kill him.
Suspect everyone.
Who are you, anyway?
But believe in one man.
If you want to live, you can leave my side.
The Saint. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, April 4th.
Oh. Cookie's trying to kill me.